Hey everyone, my name is Shefali. I'm the Chief People Officer in Act FiberNet. As my designation indicates, I head the people function in my company. I am also additionally leading the customer experience management function and work along with the cross-functional team for the same. The broadband industry that I work in is quite dynamic. In fact, things change quite frequently, and the rate of change has only been going up. And if I have to highlight three trends, it would be thanks to the pandemic, data or internet usage has become such a basic necessity in every home. Hence, digital infrastructure, both at a country level as well as at a home level, has become very important. Because we hardly have about 7 to 8% penetration of wired broadband in the country, and that also it is extremely concentrated in the big cities. So this is a huge opportunity for players in this industry. The second would be whether it is due to attending school from home or work from home or consuming entertainment. The data consumption has increased significantly. For instance, pre-pandemic in our organization, the customers used to consume about 140 gigabytes earlier, which has now gone up to almost about 300 gigabytes. The third change which our industry is witnessing is hyper competition. When we had started the business, we were the pioneers in running a scaled up fiber optic business. But now, even the big players have entered the fray, and the dynamics has completely changed in the last 3 to 4 years. Uh, 2025 is not that far away, but if you ask me, I feel that internet will become ambient, and what I mean by ambient is it's going to become a lot more like electricity. It will be seamless. We will be using it without realizing. It will literally be invisible, but the Internet of Things will be driving our life. I also feel that systems, literally every system that we tap onto is going to become big data driven, and AI is going to be behind literally everything that we use. The other part of it is I feel that efficiency in the entire economy is going to go up because, again, thanks to the pandemic, a lot of the manual processes are getting replaced with digitized processes. So I guess we can literally say that the fourth industrial revolution will be at its peak, and maybe we would be making way for the fifth. Key drivers that that lead to business growth and success, especially based on my experience with Act FiberNet. I believe a very important part of it is culture, because at the end of it, everything else can be emulated. But the pride and the passion of the people cannot be emulated that easily. The other thing that made us very successful was our execution ability. We learned the wired business the hard way due to our legacy in the cable business, which we were able to then extrapolate into our broadband business. Another point would be customer experience and service, because that has always been a big focus in our industry. Our industry is not really all that price elastic. It is extremely service elastic. And this is something that is ever evolving, and we cannot take our attention away. Lastly, I think one other big reason for our success has been the strong backing of all our stakeholders, especially our investors, customers, and employees. Lots of things have changed. I think especially the way in which we have to connect with our employees as well as our customers have changed. Things have become extremely digital, almost zero touch. Internally in the organization, I think there has been a shift from lots of things have changed in the way people are approaching life. We are no longer talking about career goals. We are talking about life goals because people want to live more holistic lives. Um, Earlier, when we would sit in the workplace, the influencers were very different. Influencers were predominantly from the work environment. But now that people are working from home and working from office in a hybrid nature, influences are far many. And people have realized that they don't need to give up one aspect of life in order to do well in, let's say, in their careers. So life goals have become very prominent, and leaders need to recognize that, and leaders need to spend a lot of time trying to understand what are these life goals of employees and try to help. Work should be one way of people moving towards these goals. Also, with the boundaries dissipating, the nature of employment has already gone through a change and is going to change even more. For instance, gig economy will become very significant. I think we are all talking about it, but it is going to become significant. Um, Hence, old ways will have to evolve, uh, basically to integrate the fluidity that comes with these changes, and connecting with teams that you have never interacted with in the past, or who are going to be with us only for a very short duration, and then leading them. These are challenges that business leaders will have to think about. Secret of my success, but I believe that we should be very passionate about what we do. I really feel that if we love what we do, then magic happens. Honestly speaking, it's not a person I admire, but I admire traits in people. I think there's such fantastic leaders around. It will be a shame to just name one. So let me actually stick to traits. Um, I admire leaders who are holistic, and they are able to balance, the result orientation with genuine care for their people. Uh, so if I have to put it in a summary, I like leaders who lead with empathy, even when they have to take tough decisions. My advice to young professionals, I think prime most would be yourself. Spend a lot of time on self awareness, because we are all capable of doing amazing things, but our limiting belief systems get in our way. I would say work hard, develop agility, because we are living in an era of change, and always stay hungry for learning. And most importantly, we should have fun during the journey, because work is not the end goal, but our life is.